Well, welcome everybody back to another episode of 80s Kids Wrestling. We're reviewing Smackdown and get you ready for the Elimination Chamber coming up on Saturday night. And guys, you can completely tell from the start of this show that Bronson Reed injury it's created what it says here on WWE. It's complete chaos backstage, and my response would be, well, no shit.
It's complete chaos
Yeah,
in the
that's what it
office.
says on X.
It's complete chaos in the office. It's
Yeah.
complete chaos in the dressing rooms. It's complete chaos everywhere.
So, it starts off and Jay Uso out of nowhere gets planted into a bunch of pallets. Is that the right term for that? I
I
mean,
mean,
you
I
you don't
guess.
see it. You don't see it. You just see his feet and his
Mm.
body, and then it eventually comes out, and then there's Trick Williams. There's all these people. Then Drew makes this appearance. So this show starts off with a bang, like right off the get go. Like there's some chicanery going on here.
Yeah, I really I loved Drew being out there first, and I love the five participants coming out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and being a homer for LA Knight. I
yeah,
love that he came out last,
yeah,
got the most mic time.
yeah,
Now him and Trick fought into the back,
yeah,
and then it left with Orton giving Javon Evans
yeah, yeah,
a RKO out of nowhere,
yeah,
and then him and Cody just having a stare down.
yeah.
But I absolutely loved how the show, and then it sure seemed like we went into about an hour and a half of
Of
just like,
just
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a movie where it's like one of those action movies. Like I love The Town, but The Town starts off with like 5.5 minutes of just you're on the edge of your seat.
mhm,
You have to pee really bad, but you'll piss your pants every time because that scene is so good. That opening sequence of The
mhm,
Town. And then after that, it's like, okay, they're just going to talk in a Boston accent for the next hour. So I can
yeah,
go do what I need to do.
basically a whole second act, and then
Yeah.
the last 30 minutes of the third act, you're
Yeah.
the same way as the opening scene.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. I don't know. We'll get into our picks and stuff,
Yeah.
but um, I tell you, I don't know where they're going to go with this with who took Jay out.
Yeah.
But you're missing a golden opportunity if it wasn't if you don't give it to Logan Paul and
Yeah.
the Vision and
Yeah.
and
They have to
Austin
have
Theory.
somebody. They have to have somebody in there.
Well, I think that would be a great tag team
Yeah.
championship match.
Absolutely. Yeah. Why not?
Um,
Why not? Because
and and
Logan's
and,
not winning.
and they may not do that
Yeah.
because they think that's what we're all expecting. Well,
Yeah.
you fuckers, if sometimes you would give us what we're expecting,
Yeah.
that's where you're going wrong.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's a perfect scenario.
Yeah. What do you think, big guy?
I'm with y'all. I mean, I think we should go ahead and pencil in a Logan Paul Austin Theory tag team title match.
Yeah.
I am kind of interested to see why they would have wrote Jay off so quick. I know he wasn't the plans in the first place from Monday night when Bronson got hurt, but
Mhm.
why are you doing it this way?
Did you guys see him on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith and that
Yeah.
girl asked? He looked fucking drunk.
Yes, he did.
Now I
Yeah.
don't know that
Yeah.
he was,
Yeah.
but it did not come out good. And so maybe this was the plan when they left the arena Monday night. I don't
Yeah.
know. But to what you were asking, Dusty, I don't know if they just looked at it like, fuck, we can't trust Jay in a 6 man.
No. No.
I don't know
And
unless you just put him out there first, let him get pinned
yeah.
first would be that the only way you
Yeah.
can do it.
And you
Right.
got to do something with the Vision.
Yeah,
You have
if
to
you're
do
going to try to
something
keep
with
them
them.
going.
Yeah, you have to do something. If that means they go to SmackDown or they go to Raw, you got to do something at that
Mm-hmm.
point. So
Right.
segment did set up a potential because Trick and Javon aren't winning. They're going to be good in the match tomorrow night, but they're not winning. But I think that sets up potential between those two, maybe WrestleMania
Mm-hmm.
that could build up to it.
I think so too because they were talking back in the locker room smack, and then
Mhm.
you were kind of starting to see some seeds.
Yeah.
After that, you got Uncle Howdy. Finally got an Uncle
Yeah.
Howdy in the ring
I know. Yeah. I was just
match,
watching the highlights of it right here.
and him beating Solo. But then I knew there was no way that both
Yeah.
squads were not coming out.
I
Were not
know.
not
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty predictable. Yeah, Uncle Howdy gets to win, and then all of a sudden, Talatama kicks his
Yeah.
head off,
Takes his
and
lantern back.
Yeah.
damn, he lost his lantern again.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like we're describing like a Disney cartoon.
That's kind of what I feel like.
Kicked his head in,
I'm
took
at the
his
point where
lantern.
I'd rather watch a Disney cartoon than this.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I'm with you there. After that, guys, we get Kyrie and Tiffany Stratton with Chelsea Green on the edge. And of course, Chelsea's going to get hit somehow.
She was great.
It's entertaining as hell. I
I
love it.
would have loved to have had her more on color commentary.
Yeah.
They tried, but I would like for her to did more, in that. But listen, she's over. I mean, the fans were cheering for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tiffany Stratton. Let me say this: I'm not a big fan of hers, but I thought that match was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought she did. There was one botch in it where she, Kyrie was going to knock her down from the ropes, and
Yeah.
she slipped and fell anyways before she
Yeah.
got there. But we see so many. One seems like nothing when we're talking about these women matches. So
Yeah.
I was okay with that match. And listen, I don't think Tiffany Stratton's winning. I'll go ahead and give a
No.
little early spoiler. I don't think she's winning Chamber because I think they're building up something between her and Chelsea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's good. That's good for her because Chelsea's mic work will bring her up a little bit. Because we saw it in the feud with Charlotte. She wasn't really good in that part of it. She got to a point where Charlotte was starting to beat her, and then she got ultra personal, and she stepped over that line. Which there's times when that's okay. That wasn't the point in time. This was this time a year ago. It wasn't that point in time to step over that line. She's got a lot to learn. She really does, but the potential's certainly there. She could definitely work. That's not the issue.
And she's not the worst thing to look at.
No. Well, after that, guys, Logan Paul, Nick Aldis comes out, talks with Logan Paul, and find out that's when him and Jacob Fatu are going to get that match at the end for the. I mean, clearly we know this was because of Bronson Reed's injury. This was thrown together last second. They had to do something to a get a different person other than Jey Uso into that match, who wasn't the original factor into it, and B, kind of spice up the show because we had no qualifiers. We had a women's tag match, but that wasn't going to be the highlight of any show.
Well, did you guys, let's show how great Paul Heyman is.
Yeah.
When Aldis said, if you qualify in this match tonight, you will be in the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. Yeah. It'll be you against Jacob Fatu. And Heyman goes, "Are you out of your damn mind?"
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
He's so good as a heel manager. Yeah. He's so stinking good at that. Like, I don't want him running a business or running a checkbook, but as a manager, just tell him to show up, talk, give some creative ideas every now and again.
Yeah, we'll handle the checks and balances.
Yeah, exactly. Well, after that, Obafemi and the Miz, and they're just gonna, and poor Obafemi, they're just gonna have him work with all the lower mid card guys. I guess he's going the minor league route. You're going to start here, and then we're going to see if you can handle it, and then we'll see if we can take you up to the top.
I don't remember, Dusty, if it was you or AJ, but said looks like he's getting a Goldberg treatment, and he kind of is. I mean, you remember Goldberg started; he was on every show, but I mean, it was fucking 2-minute squashes against people to put you over, and it, to me that's okay. If you don't know where you're going with it, right now, which is okay, then keep doing this with it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to see him start feuding with Brock Lesnar, just yet. If we don't know that's who he's fighting,
Right.
Until we get a clear path on where he's going, I just keep doing him what he's doing, where we don't forget about him. Because God, what's the other guy that came out at Rumble? Royce Keys.
Yeah.
Where's that fucker?
Yeah. He's been on podcasts, but he hasn't been on any show yet. He hasn't even been on NXT.
So
that dude's a beast too.
Yeah. So at least we're we've almost forgot about that guy. So at least they're keeping Obafemi fresh on us until they do have some kind of direction to go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess y'all are right that they don't know what they're gonna do with Oba, but I personally feel like we can't do many more weeks of this.
Right.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to squash everybody in the locker room until we get him set up with somebody who he's not supposed to squash.
Right.
Well, you got to remember, Cody has beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So he has been up against the top, and he did get eliminated by Brock at the. Even though he eliminated the first 5 people, that was the only eliminations he had. Even though, so I think before you do anything, you got to get a direction on where you're going with it.
Right.
And I don't listen. We talk. I don't think besides Punk and Roman, I don't think they know what any fucking match is at WrestleMania right now.
No. Well,
no, I don't either.
And it wouldn't shock me if they don't know who's winning tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I think all these injuries and changes, I mean, Oba's kind of just put in this holding pattern because I think they need to straighten out what's happening at the top before they can get to everything going down at the bottom and in the middle. But but that's also it can be a critique if they're creative because yes, you have a plan A, but you do need a plan B. I don't think they have a plan B for many things.
I think plan A can always be week to week.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I think at this point where they're at, it's Monday night. We got to figure out Raw when it gets here, and the same thing for SmackDown on Friday night. They don't know. Yeah. And what are we going to do if we get one more injury between now and Mania out of one of the big guys? I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't see it on the men's side, but you had half of the competitors that are in the women's fighting tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, Jesus, I can't believe they took that risk with the fucking injury bug they've got right now.
Yeah.
I know. When I seen those matches, I thought, wow.
Yeah. There's a lot going on out there.
Speaking on Oba, have you guys read anything, and I don't know how official it is, but about Lesnar wanting to retire after SummerSlam?
Yes, I've heard a lot. That talk has been going on for months.
See, then if that's the case, I think Lesnar needs to win his last WrestleMania match, and then you need to, from then on, set it up for him and Obafemi and him do the favors. And if Obafemi is our next monster, then that's who needs to send him out at SummerSlam.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I'm fine with that for sure.
Yeah. Well, after that, guys, we got a pretty good U.S. title match. Matt Cardona and Carmelo Hayes, and the crowd was certainly into it. And man, a lot of high-flying action between those two.
Tell you, the crowd was into it, but there was a lot more for Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
I wrote down here,
really over.
Melo did not get a pop on his entrance. It was very quiet.
That was.
Now, they put together a really good match.
Yeah, they did.
And I hate it, but I guess Matt Cardona is going to have to find a new finisher because his finisher didn't put away Carmelo.
Yeah.
And Carmelo's finisher put away him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole thing when we talk about finishers. I mean, you know, half the guys don't even have a finisher.
No. They all look so. Everyone does a version of someone else's finisher. They just put a different name to it. It's hard to find creative. We have Javon Evans's finisher. That's no one should ever kick out of that thing.
Well, it's an RKO though, guys.
Yeah, but it's like a incredible. Like he just gets so much stinking momentum. It's
Yeah,
unreal.
listen, if I was Randy Orton and he came back from the locker room after
Yeah.
doing those ones off the top rope, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Easy, motherfucker! I'm still
Yeah,
here."
yeah. I
You
still come
know,
out on a regular basis. I may not
Yeah.
do much,
Yeah.
but
but I am
I
here.
can't get up that high, so take it
Yeah.
easy. That's my finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll be AJ. I don't know if you did, uh, but that U.S. title that he's got an open challenge to. I was almost kind of when you saw Dragunov wasn't going
Yeah.
to, just a little part of me wanted to
Yeah.
hear L.A. Knight's music hit.
And or I just would have loved for him to. I'm glad we did see him tonight because it's been a while, and it was good to hear the pop. But I would have loved for him to. That would have been great to him to come out and just go nah,
Yeah.
and just walk right off just to get everyone a little pop. And but I mean,
Um,
Cardona's. I mean, you could tell that guy did such great work on the independents for years because diehard
Hmm.
wrestling fans love that guy,
Oh
and
yeah.
and he's done it the right way. Vince didn't believe in him when the fans did, and then he went and did his own, made his money on his own. I mean, the guy's a truly great story. I want to see them just do something with him because he's still got a lot of
yeah,
people like that guy. And
agreed.
obviously his wife is in the company. I mean, shoot, that would be a heck of a team. Just put them together. They're both obnoxious separately. They can be doubly obnoxious together. It would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
what did you guys think of the tag team title match?
Are you gonna skip Candice LeRae and
Oh,
Jordan Grace?
I totally forgot about that.
You can because I took a dump during that one.
Well, I'm my rundown is the WWEX. They didn't even care to put that match on their
Yeah,
Twitter feed. So
it's
I totally forgot about it, and this is how I try to remember things because I just did an 86-19 basketball game tonight and did a 9 inning college baseball game this afternoon. So there's certain things that are going in and out of my mind right now.
to the tag team title match. I told my wife I have a witness, but it's still got to pay out. But I told my wife, I said, if they lose these belts tonight, Rhea's winning tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way. I hope
I
that's the case.
Because I
I
don't,
mean,
I mean, you have to be going in that direction, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you would have kept those on them.
hmm I mean, I know I might have said it at least a week ago that this tag team title run that them two are on has got to stop for Rhea to win the chamber and for us to see another singles run from Rhea. I believe I said that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that we've seen this tag team title run end because when they come out, guys, I kind of felt awkward watching them in the ring. Like it's too much.
Well, even after they got beat, they're both of them in a fetal position, holding each other,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fucking hey!" I said,
Yeah.
I was like, one of them need to turn on each other.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it means to me, it was even if it meant EO joining back up with the Kabuki Warriors,
Yeah.
just do something
Yeah.
different because this is cringe level gross right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you, Dusty.
Yeah. I agree. But we've been saying it for weeks, if not a month or so, ever since we've been doing this. They need to break them up. This is a good time to do it. Just have Rhea win Chamber and have her go against Jade and take the belt off Jade at WrestleMania. That would be the best thing for everybody.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, after that, I don't know if they announced it on SmackDown, but I'm looking on X that WrestleMania, they announced the first hour on Saturday and Sunday is both going to be on ESPN2. So we're getting, they're putting WrestleMania on cable since what ever first time ever they've done that.
First time ever, but hell, they got to do something
Yeah.
to try to get some kind of money through some kind of commercials or something.
Yeah.
Because it damn sure wasn't in ticket sales.
So, do you think that means the first hour, all these places in that 50-mile radius that they've blacked out will get to watch it? No.
They'll black that out.
Yeah.
I have
like
issues.
even if they watch it on ESPN too.
Yeah. It depends on how well. I've had issues with that with my cable with some of the I think it was when my hockey team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, played on ESPN one time, and whoever they were playing, it was apparently blacked out here, and it wasn't the Predators. So legit, like, on YouTube TV, it would not let me watch the game.
Yeah, I think that's where WWE and YouTube TV are in cahoots with, with each other, and these bars or sports bars or whatever, they'll just they'll have it blacked out.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys my thoughts. If they do not lift this ban, which they 100% should lift this ban. If I'm these bars, especially that big one that has that giant screen next to a pool, I would find the latest AEW pay-per-view and splash that damn thing on the screen as a big FU to WWE, or just find something. Or like say we're going to replay WrestleMania 3 or whatever and just put something up there just to double burn those guys for doing that.
Listen, if I was let's see, is it Nick Khan? AEW?
Tony Khan.
Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's AEW.
Yeah. Nick is
no
WWE.
relation.
No relation.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. If I was Tony Khan, I would be seizing this fucking opportunity to be putting out a hell of my next pay-per-view with very reasonable ticket prices. And I would be, as you said, I would be going to every bar in every arena that's close and say, hey, you get to watch this for free. I hope you make a shit ton of money on it. And I would be using it to try to get, because look, we're at the point where people aren't buying tickets.
Right.
And now the WWE is at the point where they're keeping people from even watching it, having a beer somewhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you're biting the hand that feeds you. And, there's going to be, now listen, it's going to be hard. We've talked about this. I can't watch AEW in its state and form right now because I feel like I'm going to watch somebody get murdered every week. But there's going to be a lot of fans that switch from WWE to go to AEW, if nothing else, because they can afford it.
Yeah. Yeah. Their next pay-per-view is March 15th. It's a big one. It's Revolution. They have a pretty good MJF versus Hangman Adam Page. MJF, frankly, guys, outside of Drew, is the best heel in wrestling. I mean, watch his work. He's really good. His mic skills is really good. His in-ring work is really good. I was really hoping, like, WWE needs a guy like him right now. Just like he's not a dangerous wrestler. He doesn't do a bunch of the table and thumbnail and screwdriver BS.
He tells stories.
He tells stories, and he's really stinking good. And him and Punk, go back and watch him and Punk's feud in AEW. It was really, really good.
Well, and also you also got to keep in mind. All right. There's a lot of dumb fans. There's a lot of people like me that are kind of right in the middle, and there's probably a lot of really smart fans. But I'm telling you, if you look at WWE right now, who's their two biggest full-time people?
Cody and Punk. Yeah.
Where'd they come from?
AEW.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
I mean, if you put two and two together and say, well, fuck, maybe AEW does have something, because the two biggest guys here in this company, this is where they just came from.
Where did Jade come from?
Right.
AEW.
She's a champ.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's right. It's right there for the taking, guys. And then, but seriously, I would do whatever I could just to piss the WWE off. At least get them out of Vegas. Just get them out of Vegas.
Yeah.
We're getting them in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Man, if that thing would have went to New Orleans, this wouldn't be an issue.
Not at all.
No.
It never would have. I mean,
Vegas. The Superdome or the Silverdome, as Hogan called it, it'll filled up.
Yeah. Well, and New Orleans is a traditional wrestling town, just like Louisville. Louisville's got great wrestling fans. They're always that hot for everything. New Orleans is a traditional wrestling town. Vegas isn't. Vegas is just not a traditional wrestling town.
Well, we've talked about that. You can't go to Vegas cheap anymore.
No.
That's a one-time experience, and guess what? People did that last year. They don't want to do it again this year.
Yeah, and just like we said before, you haven't given them a reason to go back to it again yet. But after that, guys, we get the Fatu and Logan Paul match. So what'd you all think of it?
It went like I didn't think Fatu was winning that.
Me either.
And I really thought it was going to be the Drew fucked him.
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
That's what you got.
But my only thing is, go ahead, Dusty.
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I was one of the first guys to say that Drew McIntyre as a heel champion is amazing, and it has been. But I don't like this whole double storyline with Cody doing one thing, and then he's got Fatu on the other thing, and then like Cody and Fatu are in the back, not shaking hands, but like, hey man, I hope you get him. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to keep Cody way too much of a baby face.
Thank you. That's exactly right.
After the shit they've been through, I wouldn't have fucking pissed on him if he's on fire.
No.
And Cody would still be our baby face. You don't have to go suck up and kiss everybody's ass.
You don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the masked man comes out, guys. We don't know who it is. And everything that I keep looking at on X says he's from Axiom. I don't know what Axiom is. I guess it's NXT.
Well, listen.
I have no clue, man. This is crazy.
A lot of times they could have heard a pin drop or the crowd went, meh. Well, the crowd didn't do anything because they don't know. They didn't know who the fuck it was. No,
the crowd went, huh?
Yeah.
Who? What?
I swear I heard somebody on the front row say, "Who the fuck's that guy?"
Yeah, they're like, "What the hell?"
Well, then,
I don't even think Logan Paul knew who he was. Yeah. Logan Paul looked at him like, "Who the fuck are you?"
You could see Heyman mouthing it out. Who is that?
Yeah,
yeah.
And then on top of that, think about this, just big picture. This is the guy that cost Braun Breaker at the Rumble. This is the guy has stomped Logan Paul on tables. This is a guy that's messed with Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. Like, Bronson Reed's hunting that guy. Guy. That's who's been messing with them.
If they're going to keep this going, that has to be a plant or somebody that Seth sent or something. That guy can't be the guy. Like Monday night, that guy don't need to be on there and be giving the reasons why he was doing it and all this stuff because we don't know who you are.
No.
Did y'all see the stuff today that come out? I know I've seen quite a bit of it on Instagram about the new vision. Did y'all see any of that?
Mm-mm.
What I have seen is you had Heyman and you had Logan Paul and you had Austin Theory, but there's a new leader, and it's Karrion Kross.
Well, I have saw that.
Okay,
I saw Karrion Kross in an interview with somebody, and they said, "Who was that called you?" And he actually asked Heyman permission if that was okay, and he showed him the phone. He said, "Can I say that on here?" He said, "This guy's getting text message from Paul Heyman."
Yeah.
So I did see that, Dusty. I just forgot about it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
But I don't know if you bring in Karrion because Braun's going to be coming back soon. He'll probably be back before Russ. Everything I've read said that injury's 4 to 6 weeks. But do you keep him out that long, or do you bring him back until Seth is ready, and then? Someone's got to be battling for the vision here.
Well, I agree, but I think that you got to be careful with bringing Braun back, not just from the whole point of the Seth injury, but like his injury.
Right.
Do you just go ahead and write it off for after 6 weeks?
Yeah.
That's my thing, Say this fucking WWE. We don't know what to believe or what to trust on how somebody's long out now because of the whole Seth Rollins deal.
Right.
We don't know. So that's one, I guess, good thing they have in their pocket is they can surprise us.
Mm-hmm.
But the way WrestleMania is looking this year, if they had Brian Breaker and Seth Rollins available, they'd be advertising the shit out of them right now.
Yeah. They would
to sell tickets.
100% they would.
Yes. So that tells me that we're not going to see those guys.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
No,
I mean,
that's why they're teasing all these other matches because they've got to do something.
That's probably why there's no telling what they had to pay Brock Lesnar to come make 5 appearances and come to WrestleMania to do it.
Yeah, that's why they had to raise ticket prices because they had to pay him.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's get into Elimination Chamber. Let's go ahead and get our prediction just right out. Let's do we got 4 matches, right? We got Punk, Finn, AJ, Becky, and then the Chambers, right? Is there anything else I'm missing?
From what I've saw, they'll do is the women's chamber first,
just like they do the Rumble. Yeah, women's Rumble.
Then Punk and Finn, and then Becky and
AJ. Yeah,
AJ, and then the men's is what I'm hearing the order is going to be.
Yeah.
In the women's, I believe it has to be Rhea.
Yeah,
I think the only wild card you could do is Rodriguez.
Right. Yeah. Your head is where my head is, but the best case that they have that they can build to something special is Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
I think Raquel's getting better and Raquel's a monster, but you're still looking, that's heel versus heel. Raquel cannot carry that match, and we know Jay can't carry that match, but Rhea absolutely can.
Well, the only thing I was possibly thinking it could be Raquel is possibly Jade lose the belt before Mania.
That could
was my only thing, but no, I think it has to be. Listen, I'd love for it to be Alexa Bliss, but hell, I got a better chance of going winning that damn thing. She does.
Well, they teased them going for the tag belts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't winning. What else do you got for the rest of the night, Clint?
Let's see. I got Punk winning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping. We've said. I said it earlier. Give us what we want. Sometimes WWE. You don't have to try to throw a swerve and everything.
Yeah.
We want Finn to lose this match while looking strong, but we want Dom and the Judgment Day to cost him.
Mm-hmm.
And we want a storyline to be built. I mean, during that match, on the Demon coming back and Finn breaking away from that, and Finn being the new Intercontinental Champion after WrestleMania. That's what I want out of that match. Do you want me to do them all?
Yeah, go right through it, man.
I don't really care who wins the women's Intercontinental between Becky and AJ Lee. If AJ Lee will stick around, I say let her win it.
Mm-hmm.
First time in 10 years.
Yeah.
I say let her do it, and then you could possibly build it back for a big Intercontinental belt with possibly some other players in there. I would like to see, I don't know why we can't see Sol Ruka in some of these. I think she would be great to throw into that match and possibly have a women's 3 or 4-way Intercontinental match.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you necessarily want to see AJ and Becky again.
No.
At WrestleMania. But as much as we are kind of sick of seeing Becky, she's there every week.
Mm-hmm.
And if AJ Lee's not going to be, I feel like you got to keep it with Becky.
Right.
But on the men's side, you remember how Dusty would always say, "My God, boys, Brock's coming back this week." Well, I'm just going to keep not's going to win until it fucking happens. It's my prediction. I mean, hell, eventually Dusty was right.
All right, big fella.
He was wrong. He was wrong 500 times, but he was right that one time. So that's where I'm going to get.
It took him 2.5 years to get there, but he was right.
He's right. Eventually, he was right.
Yeah.
He was. He was so happy when that happened.
Oh,
I'm glad we were there in person to see that.
that's
Uh,
it. That's it.
Listen,
What you got, big fella?
that's honest. Before you start, that's what I want to happen.
Okay.
But what I honestly know is going to happen is Cody's going to win. But so we don't get Cody and Drew again, we're some way or another. Fatu's going to get in there too. We're going to have a 3-way match at WrestleMania for that belt. That's what's going to happen. Mark it down. What Charles Barkley say? Guarantee.
Guarantee.
My God, that's what's going to happen because I don't think they're going to give it to Randy because if y'all noticed all this that they're building up with him and Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think Randy's going to win it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, I think that Rhea, I mean, I'm going to have to go with you on this one. I don't see any other way to make this work without Rhea winning the title. I think Punk wins. I again, I'm going to agree with you that I hope that they do set up a Judgment Day screw and Finn somehow, and they set all that up for Mania. AJ Lee wins just because I'm tired of seeing Becky with a title and somebody who can't wrestle a lick. So maybe they'll put it on AJ and let her lose. You know, she'll probably lose it pretty quick to somebody who's more deserving. And it doesn't really matter who they put it on after AJ, just as long as it's not Becky because she sucks. And the men's, I want to kind of agree with what you say, Brazier, about Cody winning, and they're trying because I just said I'm tired of seeing Drew interfere against Fatu and then the whole Cody thing too. So yeah, it makes sense to have a triple threat match and then let's end it. But I'm not going that way. I'm going Randy Orton. I keep just for me, I feel like tonight, I'm going to Chamber to win, and then I'm going to Mania to become the 15th time. It's almost like he keeps throwing out that little bit, little jab, and I like it. The other guys aren't winning. We know that. If somebody let's just say if somebody besides those two win, then we're complete surprise. I feel like. I don't think LA Knight's got a chance this side of China to win it. I don't. I don't know what they're going to do with him. So that's my Chamber predictions for tomorrow night.
Well, and to the Randy pick, listen, I might have came across like it's not going to happen. It could easily happen. If nothing else, he's Triple H's boy. I mean, they're tight.
Mm-hmm.
The start of his career, Triple H was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if he is on his way out the door, I can see him. I just don't think it's my whole main reason is I just don't think it's the main event of night one that they're looking for. Randy and Seth and Drew again.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
Yeah. I'm going to go women's. My head and heart both tell me it's Rhea. The only question is who does Rhea pin for that? Because when you look at that whole roster, nothing really excites you. I mean, Asuka's kind of mid card. Alexa's kind of gone into the tag division thing. Kiana's new. Something is tough. I mean, best case scenario, she pins Raquel. That's probably the best thing that they could do. Makes Raquel makes her look strong, builds her up. Obviously, Punk's going to win because they're already advertising Punk and Roman for WrestleMania. There's no way they're taking that belt off. I'm like you guys. We've been saying it for weeks. Judgment Day's got to come out, screw Finn somehow, and that leads to Finn and Dom at WrestleMania. I'm going AJ Lee for the Intercontinental, mainly because Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her and Punk's down. It's they got to leave the fans happy with that. Go Cubs. And then I think for the men's chamber, my head is with Dusty. I think it's Orton. I really do. I think he's going to be the last guy out of the pod because he's the most elder. He's the elder and he's the most injury susceptible I think that's the right word. It's probably, those guys are going to put on a show in there. I think it's going to come down to Randy and Cody there at the end. Drew's going to come in and get some chicanery going on there. My heart is hoping for LA Knight. Again, that's just where my heart is. Just, and then, I kind of think, I'm trying to think big picture with it, because you can have Drew and Fatu, not Drew, Cody and Fatu have a match in Mania. Orton can, I was thinking about this today, and we'll go back. I don't want to get sidetracked, but just what LA and Drew can do from WrestleMania even into SummerSlam and give us a 3-parter or a good 2-parter or something. I think it's good for it. They need something fresh, because honestly, I think we've got Roman fatigue. It's not completely to where it was when Vince was pushing them the most, but I think people are just over part-time Roman. It doesn't sell anymore. People just don't get as excited about it anymore. They need Drew as a champion is great because it's fresh. It's something new. And just in my heart, I think Ellie would be great. But what do you guys think about maybe, okay, Randy doesn't win, hypothetical, Randy doesn't win. And then Brock comes out, does a whole open challenge, and then Randy's music hits.
Well, what I was going to say when you guys got done was, if it is Randy or if it is Cody, and you're not going to intertwine it into a 3-way, listen, I know he's a SmackDown guy, but the next time, if Fatu knows he's not fighting for that championship, first motherfucker that should answer that call is Fatu.
Yeah, 100%. Oh man,
but
poor Dusty's heart's going to be torn in half. Those are both of his guys.
I know both my guys.
Yeah, but no, I would love that too. I think it would make Randy look strong. It would build a great match, and I think that would be huge to set that up.
At some point, Brock's got to get the Gunther. At some point, that's got to happen. I just don't know when.
I hope we're starting to get away. If we can push Obafemi like we
that'd be the best thing.
I'm hoping we can get away from Gunther being a damn career killer and the monster. I mean, hell, he's in a fight with Dragon Lee. So
that's gonna be a hell of a fight, boys. Yeah. Shit.
It better not be.
It better not be.
I'm rooting for Gunther to have a squash match.
Of all the things and all the guys they've put him with, he's into Goldberg, he's into Cena, he's into AJ Styles, and it's like, all right, here's the next big thing, guys. Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Yeah, hear me out here.
I'd like to know which one of them dumbasses is behind that, whether it be Pritchard or Michael P.S. Hayes. If they're behind that, they needed just a swift kick right in the dick. Since they think this is a good idea.
Yeah. Like here's I know we've talked about it before, but Michael P.S. Hayes was on the Undertaker's podcast, and he's talking about, we need to listen to the fans. The fans will tell us whether something is working or not. They clearly are they've got headphones on, or they're just flat out ignoring it, because if they would have listened to the fans, Chelsea would be better where she would be in a better spot. LA Knight would probably be in a better spot. I mean, we can go on down the line.
Oh,
who
shit.
would be in better spots.
It starts way before that, but you're right.
Well, I was listening to Stevie Richards. You see,
I love it. I love his podcast. He's one of my favorites.
I was watching him, but it wasn't he wasn't on there, but the guy that usually hosts it,
James Romero, he's pretty good too.
He was reviewing Michael P.S. Hayes on The Undertaker, and he said, I want you to listen to this one part, and it was Michael basically trying to crawfish what he'd said about Chelsea.
Yeah.
And saying that, they left out, Netflix left out the first part of what I said, and that she's as good as anybody we've got.
Bullshit.
Which they actually didn't. They did put that part in.
Yeah. But what he said was, look, we got to listen to the fans. Sometimes the fans.
Yeah. Oh, he cut out on us.
He did cut out on us. Like completely.
He's probably still talking. There he is. Hey, you cut out on it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You
Okay.
started to say something about listening to the fans, and then you just went
frozen. Yeah.
Well, he said we need to start listening to fans, and the guy immediately stopped the clip and said, well, "You probably need to tell that to LA Knight."
Yeah.
And I know Dusty's not the biggest LA Knight fan, but I don't listen. I don't think he's ever going to get the push, because if he couldn't get it in 23 and 24 when he was the hottest, because he's not even as hot now. I mean, he still gets pops, but nothing like it was then. If he couldn't get it then, I don't see him getting it now. And it just furthermore shows they don't, because Triple H has even come out and said, the fans don't know what they want. We'll tell them what they want.
Yeah.
But, bullshit.
But we're giving them the feedback, which is, this sucks donkey ass.
Yeah. You start affect the way to get to them. You got to affect that billfold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and they're finding out in Vegas right now. No matter, and then they even put out discounted tickets, and the code's up for like 30 minutes. They're like, shit, man, too many people are buying this.
Well, from what I've read on Elimination Chamber, they're gonna be out there in the fucking streets giving them things away.
Yeah,
because they've only sold like 30,000
in Chicago.
At the United Center.
Yeah. Like Chicago's like,
that's not even half.
No, Chicago's like the wrestling town. Like,
oh, for sure.
They do independent shows, where they normally do like where DePaul plays, where they've done Survivor Series, and they'll put 15,000 people for an independent show in there. So Chicago ain't selling out, then you got a problem.
Well, and it shows you fans have had enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
the fans are speaking, they're just not understanding it.
Yeah. And no, what they're understanding is probably what we've all said. Well, good thing we got this Saudi money. Instead of looking at it like we need to start, putting our fans first, they're going to look at it like we got to do more shows in Saudi Arabia and overseas is what they're going to do.
Yeah,
exactly. They'd just make them go away from us even more.
Yeah, it's sad state. Well, I hope we're wrong about that, but I think something's telling us that our head is right. Our heart is in one place, but our head's in the other. Well, guys,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I don't know. I know we can't watch it together tomorrow, that we've all got different things. Maybe we can review it Sunday morning or something. But I would like to get into, once we know who's won, especially on this men's side, where we think the ones that didn't win are going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to talk about where we think LA Knight's going to go. Is he going to answer Brock's challenge the next Monday night? Do we think if Cody doesn't win, is him and Fatu going to be set up? That'll be interesting to get into. Where we think they're going, and that's all praying that 4 or 5 more people don't get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, another fun show here tonight, and we'll look forward to our Elimination Chamber review on Sunday.
All right, boys, I enjoyed it.
All right, all right. That's for Cletus, the big guy, and myself. We will see you guys after the chamber.